Oh, the storyteller. Let's do the storyteller first. Yeah, let's do the storyteller first. Oh! Oh! He knows about Finian! Grandpa Elf, watch where you're poking your fingers. It tickles. Show Finian. Tell me what you see. Hello, Grandpa Elf. Hello, Finian. I'm coming to again. How long have I been here? They kept me in a cage for 3 days. I know this because 3 times the light under the door disappeared for a long time. Then they chained me to the table, and the bladesmith, everyone calls him the bladesmith, he placed a device with a jar over me. It feels like I'm being fried. At first, I tried to break free, but I got tired. Then I screamed, but now I've lost my voice. So the pain is burning right through me. I think I lost consciousness again, but when I woke up, the pain was gone, and I wasn't tied to the table anymore. I was standing near it, and someone else was lying on the table, a burned corpse covered with a black crust. The master took out a handsaw and was sawing off his head in a very focused way. I should have run back then, but I couldn't for some reason. This burned corpse had a symbol on his belt, just like I do, an eye and a star. My favorite belt, a good one. Where would a stranger get one? It must have been someone from my clan, some distant family member. The storyteller stops. When he speaks again, you hear only a muffled whisper. Those crusaders, I was glad when I saw them. I thought they'd come to help, but how? How is it that I killed them all? Someone told me to, and I obeyed. I don't understand. I understand nothing now. I need to catch my breath. I need all this to stop, even just for a minute. I just have to understand what's happening to me. Just need to rest. That's Finian's past, but what awaits him in the future? The dead have no future, but I see an endless ocean on a good day and a boat flying over the waves. I'm so excited, but I don't know whose vision this is. Is this a soul existing here and now, or a soul reborn? Thank you for your story. Please take care of this young lad. He is finally in the right hands. Do not worsen his suffering by involving him in dishonorable deeds. Come on, Grandpa Elf. I can take care of myself. I'm not a kid. I don't know what horrors you were talking about, but don't worry about it, all right? Look after yourself. Restore this relic for me. Oh, hell yeah. The elf cautiously uncorks the vials and begins to work on his enchantments. The essence evaporates, turning into light that streams onto the buckle. The light thickens, becoming gold. The Covenant of the Inheritor. That is the name of this relic. This buckle once adored the belt of a glorious knight from Mendev. It is the embodiment of a promise he made to a young girl by a powerful deity. A great promise that has changed much in the world. When you touch the restored relic, a strange vision comes over you. It's as if you see the events that happened to it in the past. A burning sensation spreads across your chest from the very spot where your mysterious wound sometimes opens. What is this? The influence of the storyteller's spells or something else? I had a vision. Strange, you're a remarkable mortal. No one has ever shared my vision before. What do you think caused it? Perhaps these things have something to do with your destiny, or the fate of someone related to you. I do not have an answer, only advice. Seek out such relics, look for what links them all, and you will know the truth. Ew. Cool. What did we get? Buckle? This symbol of Iomedae, when placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All party members in 30 feet get +2 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Their weapons become good aligned and count as if they were made of cold iron. What the hell? Jesus, dude. That's insane. So I no longer need the spell that changes the alignment of weapons? My lord. Okay. Wait, I attack 3 times a turn? Am I reading that right? Yeah, we need to get a better one of these. You know it's getting good when Cohh reads every line as a question. Not wrong. Not wrong. Okay. Not wrong. Yeah. All right, let's do a save. Is this endgame? Good one. Okay. First thing, we're gonna loot everything in here. Oh, This is our... Oh, this is our tent. Okay, cool. Ooh. A lot of stuff. Oh, was that everything? That was everything. Okay. Who are all of you people? You people? I didn't mean it. Who are you, Nura? Happy to help. Leotor. Respects, Commander. I hope you'll be able to spare me some time after all the formalities. Social. Good to meet you. Okay, cool. The Queen greets you with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air in which she has just announced the 5th Crusade. The face under the ruler of Mendev appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds.
Okay.
I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomedae herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Vainik.
So, hey bro, you want to do some fighting? You want to come in with me?
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomedae also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
Ooh.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Oh. Heimer Ginger says, 74 months. Cohh, I'm changing my name on Twitch. This will be my last resub as Heimer. It makes me sad to think that the next time I resub, you might not recognize me, but it's time for a new chapter. Thanks for all the memories. Your friend forever, Heimer Ginger. Okay, Heimer, I have met you in real life. So, for the record, I will definitely not forget you. But second of all, Heimer, do you know what your new name is? Are you changing it like right now? Send me a whisper when you've changed it, and let me know what your new name is and everything, and I will do my best to promptly forget it, as I do most everything else in my life. Yeah. My kids Colin and Kyle will also see if they can help me with that. Yeah. Okay.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons. I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it.
Is this Lindsay 2.0?
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander.
Oh, look at this guy.
If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
I would like to speak to you too, cleric.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
Ooh. We met at the Defender's Heart. I never imagined you'd make me the commander of the new crusade.
Some actions may be
So glad
deemed
this is voice
bold
acted.
or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it.
Oh, Madrika, I saw that. Thank you.
However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the
Wait, we
borders
can
of
romance
Kiev.
the queen?
There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Really? That's an interesting fact to know. I'm going to take that fact, I'm going to put a little bow on it, and I'm going to tuck it in my belt. Okay. I have some questions about my mission to retake Dresden.
Of course. I shall answer.
How did the demons manage to conquer it? Now, we know this because we know the story of the dwarf.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
Staunton Vane, I saw him at the Great Garrison. He defected to the demon side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting.
Are those
commuted
rose
Staunton's
petals?
sentence and stripped him of his rank.
Oh my lord.
Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Lawful, I feel, is right, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to, like, tell the queen she's wrong. Like, we just met this girl. Come on now. And she's the queen. This one also makes it seem like you're kind of saying her decision was a bad one. I'm going to go with 1. It was a tough choice. I understand.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
The longer you live, the more things you do, and the more criticism you endure. Today,
Oh,
many
yeah. It sounds
blame
like she
for
wouldn't have liked
all
those other
manner of
options.
reasons, and few try to understand my actions. Your words warm my soul.
Okay. That definitely felt like the right option. What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders.
Oh, good call, Reggae-san.
As the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected
Sounds
some
good.
recruits from Nerosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit.
Cool.
These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead.
Well said, Dream Scythe. Well said. It's been decades and no one has managed to retake the city. Why do you think we're different?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demon's plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly, before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the world wound forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The world wound is more than just a chain of portals to the abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the world wound was opened.
Do you guys think that the stuff we're learning about the storyteller plays into the world wound? Because the world wound is essentially what the storyteller was trying to do with Earthfall. He was trying to bring in another realm into this world. I wonder if he inadvertently unlocked the abyss coming into our world. Like that was a byproduct of him trying to save the world from Earthfall. Oh my. Oh, the thought plickens. Yes. All right, let's go.
The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the world wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the world wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold. The very threshold of the abyss.
And then the storyteller just forgot about it? Well, let's remember, if things are lining up as they seem to, the storyteller is 10,000-ish years old, and he's also aging like no other elf has. So who knows what he's been through? I mean, he may have had his brain erased, or like he kind of is fumbling through life right now. I mean, he's learning about his own past through the pages. So clearly something happened. Maybe they used his power to open the world wound, and then like that drained a part of himself or something. Maybe by destroying the world wound, we're gonna like help him, pull himself back together or something. Like we have no clue what happened to that dude, but clearly it was messed up. Does Wrath of the Righteous have timers? It does. The game does a better job of telling you when things are gonna fail by putting a little hourglass next to quests, but unfortunately, there are timers within timers. So similarly to the beginning in Pathfinder, where like you need to do things in certain orders to make certain events happen, especially with Tristan and things of that nature, especially at the beginning, there are things like that in this game too. So one of the ones we failed at, for instance, is you go to a marketplace and a guy runs from another guy, and then you find the guy and he's like, hey, convince this dude not to kill me. And it's like, cool. Okay, I'll do that later. And then I ran off and did other things because the dude was invisible and hiding from him. Well, I came back to that area later, and when I walked up to try to convince the other guy to let the other dude live, they were both right next to each other and the guy just killed him. And what I later found out is if you don't finish that quest before you leave that map, it auto fails. And I was like 4 hours later in my playthrough. So we have learned an important lesson. If you get a quest on a map and you can finish it before you leave the map, that is going to be that is the advice I give you. If you ever receive a quest on a map and you can finish all the quests you can before you leave the map, and I think you'll be okay at that point. So yeah, apparently the quest that I failed is not a big deal. So you apparently just save the dude and it's okay. But yeah, that's how it works. Renee says, I came back to the map and did it later. There must be another timer. Oh, the timer is your garrison getting attacked. So apparently if you get that quest and then you do a bunch of other stuff to the point where your garrison gets attacked, Defender's Heart, after that, if you haven't finished the quest, if you go back, it auto fails. So yeah, you have to essentially do it that way. So we'll do that quest for sure in the other run. Well, actually, we'll probably kill him in the other run because it's going to be evil. But you know what I mean. Yeah. It is a big deal, Cohh. They give you a 1.5 hour haste buff for the garrison dungeon. That's not true at all, Isleard, because I actually, I got that buff and he still died. Yeah, so that must be a different quest. People, when he died, were telling me that I was locked out of the Trickster or Azada path, but that turned out to be false as well. So, yeah. I don't know. All right, anyway, let's keep going.
Wonderful.
Do you know that the souls of angels from heaven are confined to the Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the first crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Kenobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works.
We did not get that on our playthrough. So that must be it. Apparently you can have people follow you around and put demons to sleep. We did not get that. So that's what that did. Yeah. Thank you.
Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the wardstone in Kenobris and were able to save this gift of Iomede. It was a deed worthy of a knight commander of the 5th Crusade.
Oh, Arclane, adding a little more to it. You either get Horan's Inquisitors or the Priests of Desna. Yeah, we definitely got Horan's Inquisitors, and they were actually really good for one of the fights. 3 Inquisitors summoned into a fight and charged the enemy, and we used them as tanks, and then killed the named guy, and then they all died, and we looted them for good loot. So it's like a double win. Yeah. Oh, Azir says you can get both. Oh, okay, cool. So you actually can get both. Okay. You know, I received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Kenobris. In a vision, I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel? I knew him.
Oh, wow.
He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dresden
Hey, Miss
fell into
Gattaca.
the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission.
And that's,
It
yeah.
is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
Show the Covenant of the Inheritor. Do you remember this?
This. I thought this relic was destroyed many years ago. How strange it is to see it whole again. At one time, it gave me hope. I am pleased that this object will serve the crusade once more.
I had a vision of Iomede giving her covenant to you.
I was young and did not fully understand the magnitude of the duty that had been entrusted to me. Iomede gave me hope and strength to see me through the trials ahead, and in so doing, she won my everlasting loyalty.
You still remember the oath you swore in battle?
Always. No matter how arduous, no matter how dark the skies, no matter how much blood flows from my wounds, I shall stand with you. We shall fight for our loved ones and our friends, for the right to live and die free. We shall do everything we possibly can, and after that, we shall begin to do the impossible. And if the hour should come when our arms can no longer raise our swords, our bodies will become a shield to cover those who still have strength to fight. I, Golfrey, Queen of Mendev, swear this to you. This is my vow.
Damn. You withstood a blow from Arlu Vorlesh in that battle.
I would proudly declare that to be true, and say that even Aurilu Vorlesh could
Oh.
not kill me on her
Oh.
first attempt. But to do so would be boasting. I was protected by my goddess. However, I was glad to see that, no matter how great the betrayer of humanity's power, it is nothing as compared to Iomede's might.
Do I have to do it? Oh. No. Can I give it to her later? Mercer in all caps. You chose this path. Now you deal with it. I can give it to her later. Or I could get it now and hard mode it even more.
Let the Covenant's restoration into my hands be a good omen for this war.
That hurt.
I
That
thank
actually
you.
hurt me.
I shall ask the priests to offer prayers for you, that Iomade may send you strength and fortitude in the coming battles.
Yeah, whatever. And what are you going to do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you.
Nice.
I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade.
Oh.
Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Oh. This seems... This seems important. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Do I want to? Or maybe this means like Nerosian's gonna get taken over later or something. Oh, people are telling me it's important. I don't... Okay.
What is this I hear? A polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be
Oh
ready
god,
for
am I activating
and
hard
thereby
mode?
sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear.
Okay.
I am a warrior queen and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have
Ooh.
forgotten what I look like.
I like her.
Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards.
Oh.
We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
So apparently this closes down the swarm that walks path. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We weren't going to do that anyway. So we may do that in our next run, though.
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
I guess I'll just have to cover your rear.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable.
I will be your rear guard and will serve it zealously. Okay. Oh, what's it?
Count, there you are. You received my instruction.
Oh no! Is she gonna force him to serve? Oh, this would be so funny.
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
Captain Chaos, don't you worry about it. Just being here is a huge amount of support, and I appreciate your time, dude. Honestly, a lot of times non-subs say this. I just want to point this out to you. You subbing to the channel is good. You gifting subs is amazing. But we all get one life on this planet, and if you're here giving me your time, watching this stream every day, that is honestly the most precious thing you can give me, and I appreciate it. So don't think if you're not a sub or a resub or don't think you're not helping. So thank you. Thank you. You got one life to live, and I'm getting a little portion of it, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Hippie? Absolutely. 100%. Okay. I did. Okay, here we go.
No matter.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I trust you
This is
will
gonna be
forgive
good.
your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Here we go.
I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
Plenipotentiary? What does that even mean? Is that a word? Hold on. Oh, yes, it is. Plenipotentiary. A person, especially a diplomat, invested with the full power of independent action on behalf of their government, typically in a foreign country. Well, that is awesome. Orsetti, thank you for the 10 bomb, buddy. I appreciate it. Some bongos for you, friend. Thank you so much. Cohh, that sounded dark. You're giving me a portion of your life. Oh, I mean, well, you are. If you think about it, it's kind of dark. But I love it. All right, let's go.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
That's a great idea. Darren's cool expression wavers, but he seems not to be fully cognizant of what is happening. That, or he is holding himself tightly in check. I'm not going to do that because it sounds like, no, that's a great idea.
I knew you would approve, Commander.
The Queen bestows a smile on you, then brings her gaze to rest on Darren once more.
I had my doubts about
Oh,
whether
this is
you
so
were ready
good.
for
This
such
is
a
so good.
responsibility, Count. But your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation.
She's rubbing it in!
Including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor
The
your
Queen is a
heroic
troll!
participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Your largesse?
Then let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Oh, that was amazing. She just called him a large ass. Can we talk to you? So tell me straight, how'd the brawl go at the Great Garrison end? I heard rumors, of course. It's kind of my job, you know, or to listen. You've no idea what cobblers the Crusaders say about you. Some say that Ayomade came to you and appointed you her herald. Others say that you died only a few times. And an honest-to-God's angel is now leading the army disguised as you. Still others say it was just an explosion at an alchemist lab, and I'm the one spreading rumors about your powers. I wish. God bless. But you know, you really have changed since the Great Garrison. It's hard to describe, but you become kind of... stronger? Or dangerous? I have a gut instinct about these things. If I didn't, I'd already be dead. You're dangerous, Commander, and by Desna, I hope you'll be dangerous to our enemies and not to us or yourself. Interesting.